Welcome to the Common Patriot. I'm glad you're here. Today we're going to be taking a look at a product that can save you thousands of dollars in your practice, as well as keep you sharp with your firearm skills. That is the Laser Academy from Mantis. We're going to open up the box, I'll show you what's inside, and then we're going to set it up and put it to use. Here's a quick rundown of the Mantis Laser Academy. The Laser Academy is an interactive dry fire training system. Inside the box you have an easy carry case to set up and go anywhere and train wherever you like. It comes with 2 tripods, one small tripod with a phone holder and one larger tripod with a phone holder. The kit comes with a rhino laser that slips into the chamber of your firearm. It comes in 223-556, 40 Smith & Wesson 10mm, 9mm, that's what I have here, 45 ACP and 380 ACP. Your kit comes with one when you select it on purchase, but you can also buy more lasers to go with other firearms. It also has a dowel rod so that you can dislodge the rhino laser from the inside chamber of your firearm if it happens to stick. The kit comes with 2 sets of targets, 5x7 targets and also 8.5x11 smart targets to be used with the Laser Academy. It also comes with 5 target stand holders. If you don't want to use the holders, you can just put the targets on a wall and start practicing. It comes with a quick start guide as well as a code that you can put in to get all the pro features on the Mantis Laser Academy app. That's what comes in the box, but let's set it up, get shooting, and talk about why this is such a unique product and why it's going to save you thousands of dollars and a lot of time in your training routine. Once you've got your Laser Academy in hand, download the app from the App Store and you're pretty much ready to get shooting. So let's get it set up. Next thing I need to do is get the gun ready to go. Anytime you're doing dry fire practice is you're going to make sure that the gun is unloaded. I have an empty mag. I'm going to check to make sure the gun is unloaded. And then I'm going to remove any ammunition that I've taken out of this gun out of the room that I'm going to be doing dry fire practice in. We never want live ammunition in the same room that we're practicing dry fire in. It's just a bad idea. Just get it out of the room, away from anywhere where you're training. I've taken my laser out of the case and I'm just going to drop it down into the chamber of this M&P Shield Plus, and I'm going to drop the slide on that laser. Now I'm pretty close to actually doing some practice, but the next thing that I need to do is I need to calibrate the laser with my sight picture through the app. Now that my gun's calibrated, I'm just going to run through a quick, simple drill, which is just 1 target, 5 shots. We got our 5 shots on target. So you can see on the screen beside me that it gives you your round, how many times you shot, what the score was, as well as a split time. Now, I'm not actually sure why the split time is on there because I'm having to manually reset the firing pin every time by cocking the gun just a 1/2 inch to reset that trigger. So time between shots, I guess, really doesn't matter to me. A simple drill like that is very good for working on your trigger pull and getting that good, crisp, straight back trigger pull that you need to shoot a handgun effectively, as well as how you hold the gun and any unusual pressures that you might be putting on the gun. Here's a question for you. How many of you that are concealed carry holders feel confident in clearing your gun, bringing it up out of your holster, and presenting it and putting it on target? In reality, how much do we actually practice it? Well, a system like this gives us a lot of repetitions and can create a lot of confidence so that we can be confident in drawing our gun, presenting it on target, and shooting and making an effective hit if, God forbid, we ever need to do that. So let's run a drill like that. Here we go on drawing from concealment. I was kind of encroaching on the hostage's head. That wasn't real good. And you can also see that my split times, my draw time to get on target once I get the prompt to draw is fairly slow. So I have a lot of room that I can improve on. One of the things that I've learned through dry fire practice, and I'm still working on getting better at, is when I'm drawing from concealment, one of the things I like to do is take my shirt and only come up to here because this is comfortable. But where does that leave this? It leaves the shirt in the way of me getting on my gun. So one thing that something like this teaches you is you recognize that through all the repetitions that you're doing, and you have to come in, be aggressive with your shirt up here to get in here. Dry fire practice is so effective at training because we don't have the big bang that goes off when we're in live fire. And that kind of masks a lot of the things that we could be doing, whether it's improper grip, improper trigger control. Live fire practice is absolutely necessary, especially in learning how to control recoil and getting back on target. But dry fire practice should never be overlooked. And I've really realized how much time I've wasted on the range when I should have been using a system like this, or at least using dry fire practice to increase my firearm skills, especially with personal defense firearms like a handgun. If you're inexperienced all the way up to a professional, you can learn something from dry fire practice. If you're a professional, you already know that. But the other thing about dry fire practice that is really good for people is if you only shoot once a month or once every couple months, your familiarity with your firearm is probably not at the level that you wish it would be. And when you're doing dry fire practice, you're racking the slide, you can be working on magazine changes, you're working on your grip, drawing from concealment, presenting to target, all of those different things. And so your familiarity with your firearm is going way up. You're recognizing that when you draw and your grip isn't right, you know it right away because you've done the repetitions that it takes to be familiar and to be good with your firearm. With those couple things, I mean, dry fire practice is something that all of us should be doing, and a system like the Laser Academy makes it fun, it makes it interactive, and it also gives us the feedback that we want. One thing that I've noticed when I'm doing this is how much different the laser is when I am using a good trigger press. So I'm going to shoot at that hostage target again. Now watch just the laser on the screen next to me in the difference between these two trigger pulls. See a nice little dot right there? Now watch this one. Did you see the difference? Let's do it again. The first shot was a good crisp trigger pull, and all you saw is the laser go boom on the target, just a nice little dot. The second one, you saw that as I pulled the trigger, the gun slightly moved down and to the left because I was a little bit sloppier on my trigger pull. On the third shot, I over-exaggerated it and actually induced a little bit just so it was easier to see. But you saw how much that laser, once I hit the target, that it slid down the target. Those are all things that you can look at in an interactive system like this to really go, okay, something's going on, diagnose it, and get better. One of the other things I didn't mention is that the app also has a marksmanship course that you can go through courses of fire, and you have to complete the first lesson in order to go to the second lesson. And it has different targets that you use, going from two-handed to primary hand only to support hand only, and all of those different things. I can work on all of those things one-handed, and I can see right there that my trigger press was not very good on my support side hand. But with the Laser Academy, I can shoot all day long until I get it perfected with my support hand and become a much more effective shooter without breaking the bank. And so this system is just something that I think so many of us could benefit from. If you've got a brother, a sister, mom, dad, cousin, friend, I can benefit from it. We all could benefit from doing a lot more of this dry fire practice. And then when we go outside and we go boom with some live ammunition, we're going to be hitting our targets, we're going to be more effective, and we're going to have a lot more fun. All in all, it's a great product. I didn't really come across any issues that I personally had with the system. Any issues that I had, I rectified by learning the system a little bit better and realized that it was this guy that was causing the errors or not setting up something the way that it should have. So system worked great. I think you're going to like it. Check it out, Mantis Laser Academy. I appreciate y'all watching the channel. If you're not already a Common Patriot subscriber, please subscribe to the channel. And remember, you're a Common Patriot. So be bold, be strong, don't ever give up. God bless. We'll see you next time.